Well, of course, it was clickbait. A trad wife's aesthetic should be leaning into a soft, feminine touch. We don't show cleavage, we're not whores, okay? Now, I believe you came here because you want to know if you have what it takes to be a trad wife. Well, 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 I will be deciding if you are worthy of being a submissive traditional wifey. I have a questionnaire, so I'm simply going to ask you some questions and you're gonna answer, and you're gonna be as honest as you can, because this is a serious matter. Now, from what I can see, looking at your attire, you still have some work to do, but we'll ignore that for now. My first question is the following: do you enjoy cooking daily? You know, not just for yourself, but for someone else. Yes, of course, trad wives often express their love through food. Bonus points if you're trying to enjoy new recipes. Are you comfortable with the idea of managing a home full time while not being paid, of course? Okay. Do you find joy in cleaning, organizing, and making a home feel cozy? Okay. Can you imagine finding fulfillment in domestic routines rather than a career? Yes, that's right. Being a trad wife is not a career per se, even though we do consider it as such between ourselves. Would you rather host a dinner party at home than go out to a restaurant? This one is tricky. That is the right answer. Of course you should stay home. Of course you should love being a hostess. 7, do you think submission means weakness, or do you see it as a conscious choice? Alright. Very good. I'm sorry, I have 7 dogs. They make quite a fuss sometimes. How do you feel about traditional gender roles in a relationship? Of course, the man should lead. Yes. Do you like the idea of your husband being the breadwinner, or is that a bit, annoying? Could you handle people judging your lifestyle choices? Because trust me, those lip darts are judging us all the time. They hate us, especially the feminists. They're the worst. Okay. Are you ready to learn old-fashioned skills such as sewing, gardening, baking, bread, for example? Oh yeah, that's very hot for us. Do you feel proud when your partner succeeds, even if you're behind the scenes, but like you're always going to be behind the scenes? So is that a problem for you? Okay. How do you feel about prioritizing family over personal ambition? Basically, your whole life should be about making your husband happy. and your children, of course. But husband comes first. I mean, God comes first, then your husband, then your children. Can you stay patient when daily chores are unnoticed or unappreciated? Let's just say that, for example, you have just, washed the dishes, done the laundry, and your husband comes home and he says nothing. Would you feel upset by that? Okay. Do you enjoy planning meals, holidays, family traditions? Yeah, like Thanksgiving, for example, such a great one. July 4th is great as well, yes. 16, do you see homemaking as an art form or just a chore? Trick question, really good. Are you okay with financial dependence on your husband? Because, well, as you know, you won't be able to have your own money, so to speak. Your man, your husband, your master is going to be taking all the decision. Is that okay for you? Okay. Could you gracefully support your husband's leadership, even if you disagree with him sometimes? Love that. Okay. Are you willing to put into your appearance every day? To put effort in your appearance every day? Like, do your hair just I did mine. Look at mine. It's gorgeous, I know. I do it every morning. Your makeup needs to be subtle, done, but subtle, but done. Your eyebrows need to be plucked. Your legs need to be shaved. You need to look absolutely perfect every day. Is that okay? Not too much, not too, We don't want sluts here. Do you see children as a blessing or as an inconvenience? Correct, of course, this one was easy. Could you homeschool or be deeply involved in your children's education? Okay, that's not for everyone, but obviously there's an answer that men like more than the other. Are you ready to sacrifice some personal freedom for family stability? Great. Do you thrive in routine, or do you need constant change? I get that. Well, routine is something very important in the life of a trad wife, as you will be actually doing routine things every day. It will be like the same day every day until the sweet release of death. So you need to be okay with that. How do you handle conflict? Is it with confrontation or quiet patience? Great. Men don't like women who yell. They don't like women who talk, frankly, but great. Can you find joy in small, slow, and unseen moments? I know. That's so cottagecore. Do you believe submission is about respect, not control? Well, of course. This whole thing we have going on here is actually a kink. And since you've replied correctly to more than 80% of our questions, I'm gonna let you in. This whole trad wife thing we have going on, it's really just a sexual kink. Basically, we love being submissive, and the sheer humiliation we get from abandoning our job for our family, getting yelled at by our husband if dinner is not on the table when he gets back from work, all of that's a sexual kink. But see, usually kinks are not really well seen in society. They're not accepted or frowned upon. But this one, that we call the trad wife kink, it's perfect because it looks so innocent and it's so easy to act it out in front of everyone. No one knows that I am actually orgasming every time my husband asks me if I've done the dishes. Yeah. It is a kink and we're part of the kink community. But obviously, we couldn't come out with all of that. We could never. People would get super angry, especially because we also use religion as a mean to, live the fetish to its fullest. So now that you've passed the test, I can see that you're one of us, because no one would love being submissive to a man in that manner if not for sexual gratification. Because, like, seriously, of course you must have the same kick as we do. You have the trad wife kink and you're gonna be an excellent trad wife. Don't forget, this is all role playing. That's only when people see you. You don't need to do all that shit when you're at home. That's just whenever you guys want to do that king thing. The trad wife community is very strong. We love having new members. It's always a delight. And we're really happy that you're joining our ranks. Now, we will try and match you with a man who's looking for a trad wife. So basically they have the same fetish as we do, which is great. Which is why our marriages last very long. It's all part of the kink. But don't tell the Christians we said that. Don't tell the actual traditional people. They would be very upset. Alright. Now that I have all of your information, let me get back to you. I'm gonna see who we have that is available and we'll match you up with someone. Alright? We'll email you with all of the details. Thank you for visiting us. It's a pleasure. Bye.